I am back. I was trying to make dinner until I realized that the pot I needed was dirty. And then I was getting ready for the week. So I'll commentate the last round. I just want to say, what on earth happened with Uxnider? Somehow randomly shot into a giant lead and now is completely out of it. Former PGA champion Matt Bowles in it. Koji Yamada and Jun Santo have both won majors. Riley Porter in there as well. Last year, this was won by a woman, Miho Yamada. Of course, Mario Kart 8 music as we say goodbye to that game after 11 years, finally. I'll go back and calculate aces and round of the days another time. Jackson Arrows, Vance Walker, OP Group. Radium, I don't know what that question means. Oh. Yes, we absolutely will, because all games will cost $80 starting this year. Honestly, starting this year. $80 is just what games cost now, and it's fine, because in my childhood, we paid $50 for PS2 games, and $50 then is $92 now. That's just what games cost now. Thank you, economy. Tyler Smith being in charge. Caden has won a golf event before. Did so by 8 shots. First person to win 2 majors in the same year. He is on the course. Leaders are on the course. Katana increased that lead. Jun Sato charging. Huge stack of players at 6 and 7 if Naoki were to falter. He does not. Jun Sato with the chip in, he remains 2 back. Now people starting to fall behind. Koji Yamada's getting way out of it. It's starting to be a runaway. Ikatani 11 under. Jun Sato back to 8. Phil Folsom in the mix. Yamada birdies. Riley Porter birdies. Might be too late. Birdies from the leader, from the final group. The lead Should be 4. I didn't see what happened to Jun Sato. It is 4. Par there. Birdie for Jun, he's within 2. Clement falls back to 7. Excuse me, Jun's still 4 back. Now we're gonna switch to final lap. Oh, hang on. Kojiyama trying to put something together. Riley Porter still kind of in it. Akiyama, 2-time champion last year with a decent round, but Iketani falls back to 12. The lead is 2. And it's Koji Yamada hanging there with him. But a birdie for Iketani on 14. 3-shot lead with 4 to go. Should be wrapped up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a chance to get within 1. Riley Porter trying to claw back. 2 pars for the final group. Riley Porter's out of it. It's just these 2. They both par. Something crazy would have to happen here. Well, that is not what I had in mind. YouTube go any slower, please? There we go. And poor performance by Jay Lewis. Had a good start and then 81. Shohei Ohtani got next to last. Fascinating. Miyaoka sucked. Bad luck for some of these chatters here. I missed the cut. Unlucky. Emily missed by a stroke. Unlucky. Josiah's super consistent. Sean Bryan put together a 67 to climb up the leaderboard. And yeah, there it is. 65-79. Fascinating. Iketani picks up the win by 3 shots, $360,000. 50 championship points. GG's. Now it's time for the show. By the way, Renee Cassick 63 in the final round. I'm not sure if we've ever had a 62, but 63 for many years was the record in the championship. There's been a couple 62 years. From of course, is X too easy. Here we go. Alright, first up, the first ever match on Videopoker. Hold on a second. Oh. Don't worry, this is a 10-second fix. There we go. Brody Messier up first. Our first matchup, Pittsburgh Power and Tampa Bay Gaspars. Tampa Bay finally catching a break in the scheduling department. Our long national nightmare ended a few days ago when Yusuke Morimoto was finally traded. And by the way, we only care about 3 matchups this week. Yes, I know. Oh, wait, what? Oh. There we go. I'm sorry. Pittsburgh with the new look lineup, although benching Max Scorner was a decision. Nice clear there to get the party started for the Gaspars. And let's watch the final obstacle here. 13-foot Lachey attempt from Brady Parks to try to get a good clear time. Spider stairs from Nicholas Jacob, keeping it safe, and just no time Brody Messier tried to go for dreadnoughts. Ben Polson picks up the clear though, so keeping him in the lineup paid dividends. As did Zeke Huber, who destroys the top time. But I imagine Kajihara might have something to say about that, but he failed Warped Lumberjack. And that costs him the top time. Grace Gordon somehow fails dropping the rope, and the Gaspars lead by 5. Alright, well, we're seeing some fails early here in the second stage. Not out of Nicholas Jacob, though, who gets the first buzzer. Remember, 95 seconds for these first 5 obstacles. The final obstacle untimed. Brady Parks ran out of time, unlucky. Jeff clears in the new fastest time. Caleb Bergstrom clears in the new fastest time. Hayate Kajihara. Fascinating. Gaspars lead by 16. They lead by 10 with a run in hand. Zeke Huber does not put it away. Jeff Britton must clear. And then they need help from Tampa Bay. And the cliffhanger primary is proving to be vicious as it more or less ends this match. Why are we in the final stage? What? I know what happened. I'll fix it. Okay, so the final score is 94 to 72. The actual final score is 94 to 72. Let me see if the box score output it correctly. Tampa Bay ends their 2-game skid as they move to 3 and 4. Pittsburgh moves down to 1 and 6. But they're looking better as they did get their second highest total of the season, especially after putting up 46 last week. Right, so some points are missing somewhere, but I don't know from... Oh, misassigned clear bonuses. That's weird. So once I give it a... Really still? It was what, 72.94. Okay, good. That's it. Box score output correct. Next match. Los Angeles Reapers and Hawaii Honu. Both teams near the bottom. We'll turn this music off. Both these teams very unlikely to make the playoffs. In fact, one of them is about to get their first win. How did this happen? They're on Grotto. No changes for the Los Angeles roster. Hawaii, no changes for them either. And Josh Salinas gets the Reapers in the lead. Reapers with a season high of 68. Hawaii got their season high last week of 69, but we start off 2 for 2. Hawaii obviously benefiting from the signings of Philip Gothard and Sam Leahy, and we can see why there. They both clear. Hyven Chu, though, an early out. Christian Youst clears. Jaleesa really needs to clear. She doesn't. And the Reapers take a 4-point lead into the second stage. Gotta say, not confident about Hyben Chu after failing the first stage. Ran out of time. Christian Youst, a speedy time. Sam Leahy failing the secret wall. Another timeout on Glass Maze. Gavin Obi gets the clear. First, second one of this. Oh, David Fuderin. Unable to clear. Jaleesa Himkel go 0 for 2 tonight. Robin Ohl will also run out of time, and we are tied going into the third stage. Both teams at 63 points. Looks like they're both going to break their season high. We've got to slow roll this. Oh, and there's a clear Hawaii with the new top time of the season, or the new highest score of the season at 79, plus a clear bonus coming their way. Josh Salinas needs a deep run to keep up the pressure. Doesn't get one. Philip Gothert with 4 obstacles can clinch Hawaii's first win of the season. I think that should do it. But he follows it up with a clear 2 for 2. Where has this team been all season? They haven't broken 70 yet. Tonight they broke 100. 109.69 your final. New high score for the Reapers, even with a poor performance in Stage 3. This was razor thin until the Hawaii Honu broke it open. And that is the power of the third stage in the NML. 109 for the Honu. Well, that was unexpectedly exciting. Hawaii picking up their first win. Next up, Toronto Raccoons and the Cologne Condors. Cologne flip-flopping 2 participants, sending Moritz Hans to the first and second stage. Valentin de Kernan will be on the third stage, joining Aaron Maggiacomo, who has been there for, I believe, the entire season. Toronto standing pat. Toronto did win last time on... Wait, we're on Shamrock. Yeah. Yeah, they won last time on Shamrock. But they are, in fact, have they? No. Their highest score is also 69, joining Hawaii before this match, and before that last match, and Los Angeles after it. Cologne ended a 3-game win streak a week ago. Let's see how they do here. Early clear there gets Toronto on the board. Lucas Homon answering right back, and we're knotted up. Moritz Hans with the clear. Gavin White does not reciprocate. And hold on, Corinne Capriati with the chance here. But she fails the very end of Last Dragon. That's going to cost them significant points. And that will give Cologne a 10-point lead heading into the second stage. Oh, that does not help. Clear from Aaron Maggiacomo. A timeout by under a second. Corinne an early fail. Oh my goodness. Toronto collapsing here on this stage. Moritz Hans, maybe his first second stage run of the season. He clears, and the Raccoons are getting doubled up. So this match is now out of reach. And a clear, so with another strong run, Cologne could break 100 for the first time this season. 89 last time on this course. They will be guaranteed to break that. Toronto stuck at 54. And they will break 100 for the first time this season. Cologne 102, Toronto 54, your final score. Moritz Hans with the lone 2 for 2 of the match. Next up, We have the New York Nighthawks and Burlington Brawlers on Videopoker. I am not going to play the music again because I don't feel like loading it. And I want to go faster so I can watch Double or Nothing later. And make dinner. Kenzie Hughes will lead things off for the Burlington Brawlers. Burlington snapped a 4-game losing streak last week. Timeout from Kenzie, unfortunately. Caden Forsha will clear. Flip Rodriguez will not. For the New York Nighthawks, they are currently on a 4-game losing streak. They are at 1-5. Their high score of the season, 74, a week ago. For Burlington, their high score was all the way back in week 1 with 84. Ashton Myler with a clear. That might be his first of the season. And we are all knotted up at 30 heading into the second stage. Oh dear. Not Kenzie Hughes' night. Not anyone's night the way this is going. Caden Forsha with the 2 for 2. Ashton Myler with the 2 for 2. Okay. Jan clears. Nate Hansen runs out of time. And so after all that, the Burlington Brawlers looking to get a 2-game win streak for the first time this season. Michael Bellion will only get a couple obstacles in. Cliffhanger Primary, definitely the hardest obstacle on this course. And we have a tie! We have a tie game! In the first ever edition of Videopoker, we're going to get a tie. What are the odds that, who's the captain in New York? Mbappe? Is Mbappe on? Of course not. Kane, if you're watching, let me know who you want on the final stage. I'm just going to go default for New York because New York has never set a tiebreaker. Final on Videopoker, by the way. 13-meter vertical cheese, 10-meter magic ladder. Kane goes Jan Tatarowicz. I'm not surprised. I'll have to go to the end to get the box score. 74-74. What excitement. Nate Hansen, the default for the Nighthawks. Here we go. Jan Tatarowicz up first. There is 13 meters magic ladder now. Are you kidding me? Why are we still doing this? Okay, so subtract 30 seconds from that time. He clears in 40.9. That's Nate Hansen's time to beat. Don't know why. Explicitly told the game not to do that. Definitely slower than Jan. Oh, not by much though. Okay, the game crashed. Who cares? Now, I'm subtracting the rest time, And Jan took a little bit more rest time, actually. So this is close. Hold on a second. So we have a time. We need to subtract 29.95. Wait. 48.9 minus 18.95. Yes, you need to subtract 29.95 from 70.9 for a time of 40.95 seconds. For Nate Hansen, he took exactly 29 seconds of rest and cleared in 70.13 and cleared in 41.13 seconds. The Burlington Brawlers win by 0.18 seconds. Unbelievable. What a close match. Because I subtracted the rest time, Risens. You can see here, there wasn't supposed to be this rest. So I subtract. Stamina means nothing in the final stage. So I had to subtract 29 seconds for Nate and 29.95 for Jan. And that gave Jan the edge. What a finish. Well then, we're getting some unexpectedly exciting matches. Burlington winning 2 in a row. They moved to 3 and 4. You never know. Maybe they'll find a way in. But up next, it's the Quaggas and the Katanas. 5 for 5 changes out of Kyoto for the second straight week. Quaggas holding pat. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait. There we go. They're on what? Shamrock? Yeah, Shamrock. Lebrec runs out of time. Mizuno does not get anywhere in the stratosphere there. Giovanni Erdl, unlucky. Oshima, quite a poor run, actually. And Yuji Urishihara is going to be the first clear. Can his Uncle teammates reciprocate? He can. And at a faster time, I believe. Simon Brunner also clears. And so the Quaggas take a 9-point lead into the second stage. Some early fails here to start this second stage. We're going to get a wipe. We got a second stage wipe. Fascinating. Kyoto, by the way, on a 5-game losing streak. Can they put together something special in the final? Only even points available, so this will not go to a tiebreaker. Quaggas take the lead. Clear here would pretty much ice it. And now Joel Matley pretty much has to clear. He does not. And the Quaggas will pick up their first win in 3 weeks. 80 points is a second most. And Yuji with the 2 for 2. Good job.
Next up, San Francisco Overdrive, Vegas Venom. Of course, one of the stories of this season, the San Francisco Overdrive have scored 100 points in every match this season. Meanwhile, the Venom have a season high of 88, which they've accomplished 3 times. But how will it play out here? Let's find out. And they are on Grotto. It is, in fact, Luke Beckstrand time. It is, in fact, Luke Beckstrand time. Oh. Riley apparently gasped from that golf performance earlier. Aiden Wood clears. And would you look at this? Well, actually, they did get the 2 fastest times, so the lead is 4, but Overdrive kind of behind pace here. Vegas with an opportunity. That does not help. That does not help the San Francisco Overdrive at all. Vegas now in the lead, but the Overdrive with a run in hand, they get it right back. Riley Porter will clear. Miaoka will clear with a very fast time indeed. Oh, and Aiden Wood did the thing. Aiden Wood did the thing. The Overdrive lead by 5, but Miaoka with the fastest time. Here comes Luke Beckstrand. It is 60-55. Overdrive are going to need a lot here or the streak will end tonight. And that helps significantly. Miaoka pretty much has to clear. He does! Here comes Vance Walker. If he clears, the match is over. If he doesn't, the streak is over. He failed! The streak is over! It'll be at most 88 for the Overdrive, that familiar number. And I think Vegas might steal this one. They don't steal it! Yonashone chokes. And the Overdrive may end the streak. But Vegas failing to put up 90 for the 7th straight week. They needed 90 here to get a huge upset win. Instead, San Francisco Overdrive holds on. And the giant peg of Ultimate Plank, what a coincidence. Well, it's sad to see the streak go, but we must continue. Colchester Athletics and New Haven Whalers. Colchester has yet to win a match this season. Went to overtime last week and had the controversial decision of sending up Beth Lodge. It did not pay off. These teams will be on Shamrock this week. There were a couple of changes from New Haven. Ooh, that's no good. Oh, hold that free win thought. Colchester currently leads 15-1 halfway through the second stage, plus a clear bonus. But Beth Lodge times out by a mile. Wreathman clears. Nagano in stages 1 and 2 this week. Ran out of time by 0.14. Athletics cling to a lead here. We might get a stage 2 wipe unless Hans Hurt steps it up, which he does. 1 point game. Ben Toyer on stage 3 gets the first 4 obstacles. Isaac Estevez, the new signing for the Whalers. Takes a 1-point lead. Jack Andrews now puts the Athletics back in the lead. Now we just need to know what they have to do. Pass the Devil Roof, pass Pizza Party, and he gets the clear! It's going to be a new season high for Colchester, and unless Hans Hertz beats 653-62, the Colchester Athletics will win their first game of the season. Here we go. Has to clear. And he doesn't! Colchester wins! Colchester is out of the basement. Excitement abounds in the chat. Hans Hertz had to rush it. Colchester had not broken 70 yet this season. They do now. They pick up a win, finally ending their streak. Man, what an exciting week we have. And remember, we have that giant triple main event coming up. New Haven, now after starting 2-1, losers of 4 straight. Next up, Battle of Texas, as this will mark the halfway point once this match is over. San Antonio and Austin. Austin putting Brooks Bieber into the lineup. San Antonio, no changes. San Antonio has alternated win-loss all season long. And they're on Grotto. Season high of 94 3 weeks ago. They did get a win with 91 points in their first Grotto outing. Austin snapped a 3-game losing streak a week ago. Their season high is 87, which they got a week ago. We started 2 for 2. Now 4 for 5. Nora Brown John has been a bit of a disappointment this season, but she gets a nice clear there. It will be the slowest time, though. Dancer the fastest, and the Austin Antelopes have a 10-point lead. Sean Bryan with the clear, though. Nora Brown John 2 for 2 after I called her a disappointment. Caden, a razor-fast time. Ashlyn Herbert, you want to talk disappointments. Being down 14 and failing 2.1. Presuming needs to put together something special. She gets the clear. It is the slowest time. How about Nora Brown John? Second fastest time. Sean Bryan desperately needs to clear here. He does not. Tom Alberti fails 3.1. James McGrath has to clear. This match is over. He does not. Caden can get Austin over 100 with the clear, which he does. Final score, Austin Antelopes 108, San Antonio Stallions 70. The checkerboard pattern continues for the Stallions, and Austin blows open their season high by 21 points. 2 for 2s out of Caden Limpsack, Nora Brown John, and Xavier Dancer certainly helped the cause. Next up, Minneapolis Mystics and the Denver Destroyers. They will be on Shamrock. No changes for either of these teams. Nice clear to get that party started. And right back at you, 2 for 2. Denver, kind of similar pattern to Austin. They had a 3-game win streak, followed by a 2-game losing streak. Season high of 108. Last time on Shamrock, only 68 points. Minneapolis has won their 2 previous Shamrock outings. Could be the first team to go 3 for 3 on a course. And they are on great pace to do so, as they go 4 for 4. Yuta Yamashita stopping the sweep. Or stopping the perfect stage, excuse me. Minneapolis 57, Denver 29. Minneapolis's high score of the season was 123. That was on Neon, I believe. But Maggie Owen not helping the cause. Oh, actually, nobody's really... What on earth is happening in the second stage today? Finally, we get something going here. Yuta Yamashita 2 for 2. Nice. And James Snell picks up a clear 86 for the Mystics. They are blowing out Denver. They will get a 3-game win streak as they go up over 100. The Mystics have this weird thing where every time they've broken 100 this season, they've lost. That will not be happening today, although Clement ruins a chance at the league record by immediately failing on Spinal Tap. Just didn't feel it tonight. Minneapolis 112, Denver 17. Great performance by Minneapolis 17. Can you imagine? 112-71 is your actual final score as we move to an exciting matchup between the Reno Runners and California Flyers. California, in their first time on Grotto, scored 126 points. They have not won a game since. Reno, meanwhile, 5-1 with 3 outings of 100 or more. No changes for either side. But we will see if California can get something back together here. Yeah, Burlington could definitely make the playoffs, Kane. It'd take a lot, but it could do it. Well, that's not a great start to this match. Isabella Folsom does not want the cover athlete curse. Oh my gosh, what is happening? What on earth is happening? Finally. Okay, so California taking an 11 point lead, I should say. Marco Mueller timing out. Caplahoros doing much worse than that. Noah Munier, though. I mean, the 1-2 punch of Noah Munier and Isabella Folsom have just been insane this season. Another razor-thin timeout. Tada, a huge clear, the new fastest time. They needed that badly. Brett Sims, can he go 2 for 2? He can! Maybe Brett Sims gets the cover this week. Noah Munier, meanwhile, 140. With, I'm pretty sure, the new second fastest time. In Grotto's second stage. Tying his teammate Isabella Folsom. Clear here would put them... Ooh! Tada only needs a halfway decent run, which he did not get. Sandro Scheibler can win this match with a clear. And he does not! The California Flyers will take this one. A new season low from Reno, only 61 points. California, meanwhile, 69, but it was enough to end their losing streak. California moves to 3-4. Reno down to 5-2. Some surprising outcomes this week. I'm enjoying this. As we pivot to the Philadelphia Firebirds and Panama Caneleros. No changes for either side. We're going right back to Grotto. Great clear from Kano there. Both these teams riding win streaks. Panama 2 games, Philadelphia 3 games. Panama has not broken 90 this season. In fact, they haven't broken 80 since week 1. However, their 2 previous appearances on Grotto, they did win with relatively low scores. Firebirds also 2 for 2 on Grotto. They broke 100 both times, and we start 4 for 4. We start 5 for 5. Katie Bone breaks the streak. We've never had an 8 for 8 on Grotto. And we'll have to settle for the 5 for 8. I am curious to see if we'll ever get a team with 10 buzzers in a match. Theoretically 11, but that will never happen. That will for sure never happen. Katie Bone, though, giving the Firebirds the lead. Cam Baumgartner times out on Glass Maze. Evan LaValle, a fail of a cat. And admittedly, if you're going to fail the rock wall as an elite rock climber, might as well be that part of it. Issa, after an unfortunate end to his clear streak. I mean, Issa looking like a potential MVP candidate, especially if the Firebirds go deep in the playoffs. They're up 10 here. Looking to win 4 in a row. Well, neither team going to break 100. Matthias Norell will not have the opportunity for a walk-off clear, but he will get a clear. But Loic Fortier could ruin it with 4 obstacles. He'll only get 1! Panama wins! Okay, he got 2 obstacles and Panama had the clear bonus, but Matthias Norell, for the 4th time this season, gives Panama the win on stage 3. It was not a walk-off this time, but it might as well have been. Cracked stuff. $94-84, a new season high for the Caneleros. After putting up just 56 last week, but it was enough. Up next, Atlanta Aces, Indianapolis Inferno. Inferno have lost 3 in a row. But Aces, after starting 4-0 and looking like they were a runaway championship candidate, have fallen off, losing their last 2. Extremely active in the trade market. But this week, finally settling down, keeping their roster the same. Indianapolis with 3 out of 5 changes. And we go back to Videopoker for the 3rd time tonight. It's been a while. Been like almost 10 matches. In fact, been 7 matches. Drew Becker starting off for the clear. We've had a lot of first runner clears tonight. Wait, Akshar, hold on. Yeah, okay, we're having some weirdness. Risens, you're here. Who do you want replacing Drew Becker? Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. He submitted a different lineup. Let's try this again. So actually, for Atlanta, it is Kara McCarthy, Schneier Samayak, Evan White, Josiah Papel, Ilyan Sharif. Let's try that again. Evan White actually leading off this match. And clearing. Nice. 2 fails of Warped Lumberjack and still clearing is Matt D'Amico. Every course is a speed course. 3 for 3, Karen McCarthy clears. About True Becker. Well, throwing for his former team, I guess. That's of course not true. Josiah Papel, an insane time. Sub 2. Schneier, almost a sub 2. Definitely looking like Dreadmills is the choice to be the fastest time. Josiah, easily, oh my goodness, ace is 58 points on the board. Falling off a bit there, though. Okay, well, now we're just throwing for content. Oh my goodness. There we go, Ilyan Sharif with the clear. Samayak runs out of time. Inferno getting the clear, but I think this is too little too late. And a clear out of Josiah Papel and a first obstacle fail out of Akshara Papu. Akshara Papu did not do good things this week. Aces 117, Indianapolis Inferno 51. I'm pretty sure that is close to the biggest margin of victory that we have had. Aces with their second highest score of the season. Inferno, and a streak of 5 straight weeks scoring 70 points. So while Indianapolis does some rebuilding, we will go to Seoul and Melbourne on Shamrock. Seoul has been holding pat for a number of weeks now, but I have seen Corey be active. Meanwhile, Melbourne changing up 3 of their 5 spots, including moving Jay Lewis to the 2 and 3 spot and putting Zoe Harkness on stage 3. Max Brown will get things started. And a clear gets Melbourne up early. Melbourne 4-2 on the season. However, their 2 losses were on Shamrock. Seoul, meanwhile, 2-0 on Shamrock, 5-1 on the season. This is essentially a 3rd place match in the International Conference. By the way, I can confirm I did not touch the roster at all. So it has not changed at all this season, I promise. Seoul starting around here with this. And somehow, I don't understand it. I don't understand what it is about this course that dooms Melbourne. The good news is they're undefeated on every other course. And I mean, this is turning ugly. Melbourne with a season high of 123. Seoul with a season high of 108. Okay, Melbourne respectable with a clear. I have no idea what just happened with Renee. They have scored 92 points on the dot for the third consecutive Shamrock match. So 2 insane streaks continuing in this match. Melbourne have scored 100 points and are undefeated on every other course. Under 80 points and have not won yet on Shamrock. Thankfully, Shamrock is done for them for the regular season. Seoul, meanwhile, 92 points exactly for the third time this season on Shamrock. They moved to 6-1 and will be in a tie for second place after tonight's main event. Coming up next, though, the first of 3 incredible matches. It's the Alaska Annihilators and Houston Hurricanes, and it's coming in like 3 minutes. Here we go. Alaska and Houston. Houston has won every game this season. They have scored over 117 points 4 times, including the last 3 weeks. They have the highest score and the largest margin of victory in NML history. Meanwhile, Alaska, 5-1. The one match they lost, they scored 106 points. Alaska, though, acquiring Yusuke Morimoto earlier this week. Could that put them over the edge? Houston, meanwhile, standing pat. Giant game. for supremacy in the Eastern Conference. And it is not on Videopoker. What am I thinking? At least I stopped myself now. It's on Grotto. No, the main event is on... the next match is on Videopoker, and the main event is on Shamrock. Perfect. Bad start for the Annihilators. Matt Bradley clears. He's been a force this season. Annihilators tie the game, but Houston with a run and a clear bonus in their pocket. Yusuke Morimoto. Need big things from him. You're going to get big things from him. New fastest time. And suddenly, the Annihilators back in the lead. Violet Kepo. She's going to clear. What a huge momentum shift. Amir Malik does not clear. Annihilators up 11. Houston needs to put something together right now, but remember, they have the best third stage punch in the league. They are going to have to face Yusuke Morimoto in that stage now, though. Violet Kepo clears 2 for 2 night from her. Three for 3 on the second stage. 4 for 4 on the second stage. And Phil Folsom coming up next. 5 for 5 on the second stage. Nathaniel Hanvu ends the send train. How costly is that fail going to be depends on Zach Keenan's run. And he clears. Suddenly Houston getting it together. Spencer O'Brien. He clears. 7 for 8. Houston takes the lead because of the faster times. And now you've given Houston a lead with Matt Bradley and Phil Folsom coming up. But if either one of these men fails, a door opens for Alaska. They have an incredible 1-2 punch of their own. But it might not open up as Phil Folsom gets the clear. And Houston on their way to another century. It'd be their 5th one of the season. Yusuke Morimoto, the new acquisition, will clear in a faster time. Matt Bradley, though, can put this game on ice with a clear. Matt Bradley is inevitable. And the Houston Hurricanes are going to win this game. Alaska might potentially lose again with a century. Four for 4 on the third stage. Houston wins on clear bonuses. Actually, Yuval Shemla would have tied this match if he got the fastest time. No, he wouldn't have. Just kidding. Yes, he would have. He would have tied this match with the fastest time, but it was not fast enough. $117-113. First time. All kinds of records being broken in this match. Most buzzers in a match, most 2 for 2s. I think most combined points. 230 points in this match. I mean, both of these teams are stacked. They'll both be in the playoffs. But my goodness, what a match. I don't think Nathaniel Hanfu will be rostered next week. And oh, by the way, 2 more giant matchups coming up. Maryland Hawks, Chicago Crusaders. Blaze and Malik have been talking... No, it's Blue Tides. Blue Tides and Malik have been talking a big game. Who's going to deliver when it counts? They're on Videopoker. We haven't seen much of it yet. For 2 start. Jake McClintock wasting a lot of time, but getting the 13-foot Lachey and clearing, so plenty of time available on this course, despite the couple of timeouts that we've seen. Meanwhile, Jackson Erdos, our second sub 2, proving that 13-foot Lachey is also a fast option. Two shots on Warped Lumberjack. Will Schlageter clutch. Chicago in the lead. Matt Hall. They need this. They'll get this. And finally, Abby Cutts for Chicago. Might not have the time. Oh, clutched it! Clutched it out! And that'll give Chicago a big lead. Well, really any lead in this match is going to be big. Matt Hall times out on Donkey Kong. Will Schlageter. Just enough time and he'll clear. Chicago in the lead. Isaiah Thomas needs something big from him. They'll get it. Abby Cutts. No types of time. Joe Meisner. Clears. Sam Folsom for Chicago. We saw Phil show up big in the last match. Sam shows up big in this one. Addie Herman. Rough go of it on Pineapple Ladder. Fails Texas Hold'em. And that could be a pivotal point in this match. Jackson could pretty much put this away with a clear. Nobody's done it yet. Oh! Chicago will get to the 100 mark. Maryland's going to have at least one clear. They could potentially get it. No! Sam Folsom, who I believe is the inventor of Tower of Bongo, fails cliffhanger primary. Jake McClintock can win it with a clear, but nobody's ever done it. We've seen 2 fails of Tower of Bongo already in this match. And he won't even get there. Final score, Chicago 106, Maryland 94. Chicago has won 5 straight. Maryland's unbeaten season ends. There are now 2 undefeated teams in the NML, and they are going to face off in the next match. Maryland, their second highest output of the season at 94. Chicago have alternated 100, not 100. over the course of their season. They put up 106, their third highest total of the season. How about Will Schlageter? A clutch 2 for 2. Everybody but Addie Herman hit a buzzer in that match. Especially impressive given that nobody beat Stage 3. And Videopoker's Stage 3, no clears yet. That's quite fascinating. Wizzy and Bookcase, since you guys are both online, would you want a VC for this match? Oh, okay. Well, that would make things difficult. The very first course, Shamrock, will settle the very biggest match of all time. Vancouver, Wellington, 6-0 versus 6-0. Good luck to both gentlemen. Let's get this party started. Jun Sato up first. I mean, he's a first stage assassin. That's just what he does. Kaidio. Wellington has scored 99 points or more in 5 of their 6 matches. Must be said, though, the 180-point performance they had was on Shamrock. Meanwhile, Vancouver have not scored below 94 all season long. Both of these teams 100+ in their last 2 matches. A faster clear time there for Vancouver and Kai Diol, the hometown man. Asa Reynolds has the clear record on this stage, and he's going to clear it again. I do not think that is a new record, but a very good time out of the man. Yeah, this is just Ace's stage. Wait until he gets the 13-foot Lachey in Videopoker. It's going to be very funny. Jordan Carr clears. We're 4 for 4. Taylor Green failing gold mine. Door open for Vancouver. Heading into this week, they were tied with San Francisco as the #1 scoring team in the league. Remember, that streak did end of 100 straight points. The streak of clears not ending for Vancouver, though, as we see for the very first time this season Elijah Brown and coming off of the bench for this pivotal match. A surprising decision by Captain Wizzy. And it does not pay off. He fails gold mine. Vancouver will lead after one stage. But the question is, how much of a lead will RJ Roman give them? Time looking good. He's through. And it'll be Voyagers 52, Wizards 39. Second stage now. Kevin Rodriguez will lead things off. Failing boomerang run. First fail of the night for Vancouver. Jun Sato doing Jun Sato things. If Wellington wins this match, we may be looking at Jun Sato's performance tonight. Oh, another fail of boomerang run for Kai Diol. What was Ace's time? 2:34. Almost got beaten by Max Feinberg, actually. Ace is tripping. Taylor Green looking to potentially give Wellington the lead. And that is precisely what she does. Down 7, but remember, 2 clear bonuses in hand. RJ Roman desperately needs to do something here. Failing! Burando! 4 for 4 in stage 1, 0 for 3 in stage 2. Elijah Browning will 0 for 2 tonight. Vancouver desperately needing a clear here. Not going to get it. Enzo. What can he do? Clears with the fastest time. Wizards lead by 15. We will not have a tiebreaker in this match. Wellington with the opportunity to run away with this here. 80 points, by the way, tying their lowest output of the season, which again was on Shamrock. Could Enzo get the 2 for 2? No. Wellington at 90. By the way, Enzo was threatening the new fastest time on the second stage. Max Feinberg desperately needs a strong run here, or else it's going to be up to Kevin Rodriguez to do a miracle. These were the 2 cover athletes this week. And they'll both fail Devil Roof. Asa Reynolds, a 15-point lead, can clinch it by getting to Devil Roof. There's 3. There's 4, and Just Pressure Cooker has to beat it to win the match. And he does. Wellington will get 100 on the dot. Kevin Rodriguez cannot top it. Even with a clear, it would only be worth 24. The Wellington Wizards will move to 7-0. The streak ends for the Voyagers, and 4 Devil Roof fails in this match. $185 is your final. The Wellington Wizards are the final undefeated team in the NML. We're going to have to see if they can hang on to that. They face the Quaggas next week. And then Seoul. That will be a very tough matchup, potentially a main event. That'll be in 2 weeks. And then they have the Reno Runners in 3 weeks in a cross match. The Kyoto Katanas should be a win for the Wizards, and their rivalry match is Austin. So definitely some tough matchups left on the card for Wellington, but they are in prime position to potentially enter the playoffs 12-0. Will it happen? You'll have to keep tuning in to find out. We will see you on Wednesday.